Yes, people, Manchester United 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Man United go through to the quarterfinals. Let's be honest, it weren't good. It weren't good. But I'm going to start with the positives, man, because this was a game I didn't think we'd win. This is a game I thought we'd lose 1-0. We've ended up winning it 1-0. I couldn't see who was going to score. And the game was a little bit like that. People snatching at chances. Scott McTominay had a chance early doors. Anthony had a chance early doors. Rashford had a chance quite early in the second half, and then we didn't take them. And the game just became a bit meh. You know, Forest were hitting us on the counter attack. There wasn't much quality in the game at all. Midfield, we couldn't hold on to it. But the positives is that we have won. And you know what? We've set up a game against Liverpool in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup at home. And you know what? That's huge. You can look at it of two ways of, oh, we're crap. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Why do we have to get Liverpool? I get it. Yes, we would have loved to have got Coventry at home. But at the end of the day, the draw is the draw. You have to beat the big teams if you want to eventually, if you want to win this cup. And we're decimated with injuries, and that we could have easily have got smacked easy today. We could have lost today, which I thought we would. So fair play that we didn't. I think, look, transitionally, we allowed Forest to have some good moments against us. Their game plan was working. I think that's what they wanted to see. There was other moments in the game where we were okay on the ball, and made some half decent chances. But when it came down to it, the lack of quality was alarming. And I'm trying to stay on the positive, guys, because we have won. I just had to get that bit out of the way. Listen, I am happy that we've won. But in all honesty, it's so alarming how bad we are. It's so alarming. And you know what? Away from Erik ten Hag in terms of tactics, and I'm not even talking about the manager. I'm talking about our individuals. Like in midfield, we all saw it at the beginning of the game. We were like, I tell you what, that's a worry. That's a worry of who's gonna get hold of that ball for us in midfield. You know, McTominay gave it away countless times. Casemiro gave it away a few times. Bruno was just doing a madness. Rashford up front again, what can you say? What can you say? Just doesn't offer anything. Garnacho, I thought, was particularly poor today. I thought Anthony played all right. The thing with Garnacho today, what I would say is that it just was a bit wasteful. You know, one thing I always say about Garnacho is that he does always want the ball. He is always an option. He's quick, and he does make defenders think. But his final decision making, his final choice of pass or weight of pass, or what, you know, sometimes dribbling, he just gets overexcited. Like I said, it's like you bottle of fizzy pop and you just open it, and then you just don't know, you know, it all comes splurting out and you don't know what you're going to get. That's what he's like. And I keep reiterating it. I know it's a part of his game. Like, I get that. It is a part of his game because he's young, and we have to coach that out of him as he gets better, as he improves. But it is hella frustrating, I'm not going to lie. Rashford, just with him up front, there was times where he just wanted to drop off the front and sort of come into the same space as Garnacho. We couldn't play to him. We couldn't play through him to link the play. He didn't really make runs in behind to stretch Forest or give them something to think about. He had that left-footed chance and the right-footed chance. And just wasn't really about it, really, was it? He just wasn't. I'm not just trying to single him out. I'm not, but I'm just being honest. Anthony, actually, you know, again, it's slim pickings. There's not much to choose from here, by the way. It's very, very slim pickings. But Anthony was actually okay. I don't think he deserves to come off. But in terms of the balance, it was like Ahmad had to come on, and you can't play Ahmad on the left. So Garnacho probably survived just off of default. But really, he should have been the one to get taken off. But our team wouldn't have been balanced with Ahmad on the left and Anthony on the right, or vice versa. It's just not something we've done, so that was not going to happen. But Anthony, you know, he worked hard. He definitely worked hard. He got himself back into good positions to help out Dalot. I don't mind that. His work rate was there. I think his attitude was good. I know Shearer rinsed him on there, but I think that's just buying into the narrative because we know he's rubbish for 80 million and et cetera, et cetera. Listen, the bar's not high. I'm not saying Anthony was fantastic. I'm just saying, you know, he probably was one of the better players today, which is very, very slim pickings. Bruno Fernandes, again, just giving the ball away. You know, his shooting today, I don't know what was up with his shooting today. Well, not just even today. In recent times, he's just snatching at everything and rushing to get the shot off. And just not good enough at all with his shooting. Just really, really poor. That wasn't good enough from him. But he did put the ball in that ends up being an assist that makes us win the game. That was a Bruno special. You know, Bruno special. But Casemiro deserves his flowers. He deserves the praise because, you know, with his stitches in his head, he busts his head again, put his head in where it hurts. Good header, down into the ground, and gets us the win. You know, clutch. You know what I mean? That was the only way we were going to win that game today, with just a little bit of something from a set piece, or, you know, a header like that, or, you know, it wasn't going to be much quality in the game, and it was looking like it was heading to extra time, if we're honest. Let's be real. So I'm pleased with that. I'm pleased with the fact that we got through, because that's what it matters in knockout football, isn't it? But it's so alarming. And in terms of Ten Hag, today was a game I think was like, it's alarming on a bigger scale, because you say, well, why? That's an issue. But I think that's like, out of that team that we put out, that's like the maximum it can do. Like, we're technically not good. Rashford's not good up front. Anthony's just coming, not really doing nothing. Garnacho's a bottle of fizzy pop. We got Amrabat left back, which I'll talk about in a second, actually. Like, it's just the maximum output, which is pretty sad, really. It's pretty sick. But tactically, I don't think Ten Hag could have done really much more. Like, he's coached the team the way he's coached the team already. It ain't going to change. It ain't going to change. At least we didn't get torn through, like, you know, in midfield. Yes, Forest did have quite a few shots on our goal. Let me be precise with that, actually. Let me go to that. They had 16 attempts and 5 on target again. So, you know, but some of them shots were crazy. They were from distance and mad Bruckfoot shots. But, you know, in transitions, we still wasn't in control of the game. I ain't trying to sugarcoat it. We wasn't in control, which is a big problem, because we had 61% possession today. And it still didn't feel like we was in complete control. And that just shows you, when we don't have control, but we get more chances and more shots on target than a team. Today, we've had a lot more possession, but it hasn't really transpired to actual control, even though we had the ball more. I think that would have been a deliberate tactic from Forest as well. We can't, you know, we didn't have the ball more because we kept it so well. We had the ball more because Forest let us. There's a big difference. It wasn't like they were trying to press us and just can't get it off us, and we're just bop, clean, crisp passing. No, it's completely the opposite. Forest's tactic was sit off and hit us in a break. And them 16 opportunities that they had with 5 on target, the majority of them came from breaks, you know. And Onana, luckily today, faced a decent amount of shots that were really savable. He should have been saving them. There was nothing out of this world. So listen, through to the next round. I'm gassed. I'm happy about that, because I thought we'd lose. And, you know, fair play. They found a way to get through it, and that's positive. But Sunday, Etihad, mate, I ain't sure. Well, I am sure. I just can't see. I can't see it. But anyway, my man of the match, I'm going to give it to Casemiro, because he got the goal in the last minute of the game, pretty much. So, yeah, big up Casemiro. Vamos!